Morning, Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
Saw your video and loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
No-nonsense player who leads by example, never backs down, and will ensure the team gets 100% from her every game. Well, let's give it up for Delaney. Lexi played her minor lacrosse with the Dartmouth Bandits, we won't hold that against her, and has spent the last 3 years with the Wolves Jr.A team after being drafted. If you have to play against Lexi, don't be fooled by her constant smile off the floor. On the floor, she is a determined and persistent, can play any role the team requires, and plays a game that most opponents will tell you is hard to play against. Let's give it up for Lexi. Both players have spent countless hours developing skills, participating on many different levels, giving back to the game, and creating enduring friendships. They haven't walked through their lacrosse journey alone, so we thank all of the people who have supported them, their coaches, teammates, team, association volunteers, family, and their friends. To help us acknowledge and congratulate our senior players, we have enlisted some help for a presentation made by people very special to them. First, Delaney is presented by her father, Vernon. Thank you, Delaney. Lexi Chambers, as presented by her parents, Liz and Ron. Give it up for Lexi! Delaney and Lexi are amazing people, players, teammates, and friends. We have been very blessed and lucky to have them as members of our team for these years. Thank you very much to both Lexi and Delaney. So on behalf of the Wolves Lacrosse Association, Steve Brown is president, and the Wolves Jr.A team, Corey Martin, our general manager, all the coaching and team staff, and your teammates, thank you for your contributions to the game and the Jr.A team. And congratulations on all of your accomplishments as players in this great game of lacrosse. Thank you, Lexi and Delaney. Before the opening face-off, the Wolves Lacrosse Association will honor the creator's name by presenting the acknowledgement of Mi'kmaq territory and the Mi'kmaq honor song. Please, if you are able, rise and take off your headgear and direct your attention to the flags at the entrance end of the arena for the presentation of the acknowledgement and the honor song.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Prior to the singing of our national anthem, the ECJLL would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Acknowledging that we are in Mi'kmaq, the traditional ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people, is a way of showing respect for and honoring our shared history and shared treaty relationship. Our relationship based on peace and friendship. It is very important that we continue to recognize our shared history.
Please, if you're able, remain standing for the presentation of O Canada.
Female Wolves coming to you from the Sackville Arena in Lower Sackville as they're taking on the Breakers for the final game of the regular season. Where has the time gone as the season's gone by, and we'll be in playoffs next week as and this is a bit of a tune-up because both these teams will be meeting each other in the first round of the playoffs, best of 3. So a little bit of a playoff preview happening tonight because it's not going to change the standings as Eastern Shore looks to get back to within 1, but that's as close as they can come to changing anything up as it gets set to go here. You're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles, and what a great job they do, and we can't do it without their sponsorship. Thanks to Next Level U Recruiting and McLeod Lorway Insurance as Dyer heads to center. Dyer will be facing off against Gabby Smith for the Breakers. We got Van Bilzen, Chambers, Delaney, and Hamilton out to start us off as the refs make some adjustments to the boards. As the referees need water too, I guess, as they're checking out, making sure everything's ready to go as we get set to go here. 20 minutes up on the clock, first of 3 periods. As they're checking the advertising on the boards, make sure it's all securely and no dangers, because man, when these players go into the boards, well, you've seen it. They go into the boards as they might get a little help on the way in too. You never know. As we get set to go here. All right, the ref's got the bucket on. Heading to center as they get revved up. Short bench, it looks like, for Eastern Shore here as their top scorer is not here. I believe it might be a suspension that is the reason. I don't have an official word on that, of course. Dyer versus Smith. Final game of the regular season. Wolves versus Breakers. Here we go. Smith, or Dyer, one-hands it right up to Chambers. Chambers across, shot, save as McDonald for the Breakers was looking behind her, but the ball goes out the other side. Van Bilzen gets sent to the floor. Ball picked up though by Hamilton. Hamilton walks across the top, puts it down low for Van Bilzen. Hamilton goes in with the pick. Van Bilzen with a shot. That goes wide. Van Bilzen picks up her rebound off the boards. 18 seconds, lots of time left. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton in with a shot and a save by McDonald. Chambers right in to get another shot, another save by McDonald. Busy early as Smith will pick up the ball in the crease. Now Smith has to get out quickly. Sends that up. As the Breakers coming back into the zone. McRae puts a tap on her right away, and then 10 seconds expires, and before they get over half, it's free ball to the Wolves as Hovey jumps right on. Hanrahan right in there with the ball. Hanrahan holds up, passes back. Picked up by Mullen. Rosson comes to join the party as they're coming over. Cross. Down is Mullen. Cross. Time ticking out as Rosson will roll it into the corner as the shot clock will expire. And Hovey just waiting for her next victim as the Breakers pick up the ball, looking to head out. Hovey applying some pressure as 14 gets over center, but the ball's popped free as Yetman was right there. Pass across, Duck pulls that one in. Pulling in with her is Hamilton. Duck right in, shot, and a save by Martin as Duck was able to get in close on that. Yetman pushes her player to the outside. McRae lays the lumber on. The Breakers in around behind the net, looking, comes around, shot, and that bounces off the floor and out, and there'll be a free ball to the Wolves if they can find a ball. There we go. As Hamilton, they'll start them off from their own zone. Hamilton out there with Dietrich, Dyer, Parker. Hamilton in with a shot, save, stick save by McDonald. As McDonald gathers up the ball. Parker running interference down the floor. was Wizen, passes that one off. As Dyer trying to push her back up over center, and she does. And that'll be a ball picked up by Delaney. Hart with a shot, saved by McDonald. And Hart pushed into the crease, and it'll be a crease violation. Oh, it's going to the Wolves. Duck complaining about that one. I have to say, I'm going to have to check on the rules myself on that. Coffin right in there looking for that loose ball. Ball comes up top, picked up by Hamilton. Hamilton calmly. Coffin puts on the pick. Hamilton in. Didn't have a lane, holds up. 14 seconds left in the shot clock. Hamilton in with a low shot, and it's saved by McDonald. Ball bounces out. Coffin on it. Loose ball picked up by Hart. Hart takes it to the outside. Hart now. Plays it back up top to Hamilton. Hamilton. Down to the corner. That pass is knocked down by Connors for the Breakers. As James gives chase. Hamilton. James pops it free. Hamilton comes up with it. Hamilton puts it back. Just out of reach of Dyer. Dyer corrals the ball. Dyer rolls off. Hit. Look, shot in. Saved by McDonald. And ball comes back up. Dyer has to come for it. It was a deflection, so no whistle. Dyer now plays it up. 26 seconds left. Coffin trying to get back in the lane. Push to the outside. Coffin from behind the net. Looking to get Mullen in. Mullen with the shot. Another save. McDonald, another save. Duck comes up with it, but she had to go through the crease. In and out. That'll be a free ball to the Wolves as Mullen will start them off from the corner. Right up top to Van Bilzen. Van Bilzen. Duck knocks her to the side. Van Bilzen. Knock to the side again. Van Bilzen in around behind the net. All the way around. Van Bilzen plays it right across. Just over Hanrahan as Thomas trying to get out for the Breakers. Sends it up to Bourgeois. Bourgeois puts that one down the floor. Into the Wolves zone is Van Bilzen. Smith in on the forecheck there. And Van Bilzen gets the... And it looks like Van Bilzen will head to the box. And a boarding call. As the Wolves will head to the box. And it looks like a 5 minutes, or is that just the sign? We'll see what comes up here. 15:32 left in the first period. 0-0 is the score. And a 2-minute penalty assessed to the Wolves as the Breakers will go on the power play. First power play of the game. And starting it off will be Townsend for the Breakers. Townsend coming down the floor, starting off. Passes to the side, down to the corner. Breakers in motion, looking for a lane. Townsend puts the pick, shot, and a save, nice. Shoulder save by Martin. Smith picks up the ball for the Breakers. Breakers now in motion again. Smith trying to get it to the top. That's deflected out. And 14. That's Pluta. Comes in. Pluta down to the corner for Smith. Smith tries to get Townsend right up top. Doesn't connect. As Duck throws it back in. That gets deflected. And Haas right in there. Haas gabbles that loose by. Haas gets around him behind the D. Haas coming in all alone. Shot. And that'll be a shot bounced up and out of play. And Breakers coming right back. Hovey on the forecheck. 5-on-4 advantage for another. Oh, that was a long penalty. It's still 3:53 left. As looks like Smith trying to set it up. Looking for the top. One-timer that doesn't connect. By Hailstone. Hovey picks up the ball. Hovey in behind her own net. Puts the long pass down. Looking to catch Hamilton. Bounces over her. As it goes down the length of the floor. Hamilton will pick it up down low. Hamilton now looking to kill some time. Hamilton, no. Cross, but that's knocked out of the pocket. Loose ball. Hamilton goes back to pick it up again. 10 seconds left in the shot clock as Hamilton's killed off. Almost 30 seconds now. Hamilton rolls off. 3 seconds, puts the shot in. That went out of play, and so Duck for the Breakers will come out of her own end with 3 minutes left in the power play. Duck up over center. And she looks to start off. Pass across. That was Townsend. Over to Smith. Townsend to Duck. Duck trying to come in. Defense knocked that one out of the basket. And Townsend has to hustle back into her own zone to get it. With that's it for the shot clock. As it'll be Wolves ball. But Wolves have to back off to start. Wolves. Dyer trying to shake off to James. James right in there with a shot. McDonald got the piece of that. As Wizen trying to get out of the zone. James and Hart right on her. As Wizen and Hart puts that hard, and it looks like we're getting a Hart honored at the first of the game. And she is not happy with what's going on in there. It looks like it's just an interference call. Hart up with the ball. Hart coming in hard. Shot! That's goes to the outside. James into the corner after the loose ball. Hallie James fighting for that loose ball. Killing off this penalty. 1:53 left in the Wolves penalty. As Chambers rolls away. Loose ball. Chambers comes back up with it. Chambers rolls off. Chambers, high shot. That goes over the net. They're coming back down the floor, back over center. As McRae will leave it there for the Breakers. As minute 38 left in the Breakers power play. As Yetman comes on to join the fray. Smith gathers up the ball, 22 seconds left in the shot clock. Smith comes in with a shot, that goes wide. Rebound all the way down the floor. And that's back over center, so it'll be Wolves ball with 1:20 left in the penalty. As Rossaw, Harker, Rayfuse, and Dietrich come out for the Wolves with 1:20 left to kill on this penalty. Up to Dietrich. Dietrich. That one gets knocked down. Dietrich able to get it back. As Pluto was looking for that one. Across, that's knocked away by Duck. Loose ball, Rossaw fighting for it down in the corner. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. As Duck comes up with it, chopped out by Rossaw. Now Duck coming down the floor, but that 10 seconds has to be almost done. She gets over though. Now Duck. Knocked away by Harker. Harker taking hard into the boards as Rayfuse comes up with it. Harker's got to get that down to the floor before the 10 seconds expires. She passes down, nicely done. Dyer, in around, Dyer, looking to come in, Dyer, in, shot, and a save by McDonald. She's in, oh my gosh. Thought McDonald had it, Dyer weaves in there and gets a shorty with 10:57 left in the first period. And the Wolves go up 1-0 here in the first period of their final regular season game, as Dyer sends the Breakers back to the center. As with 25 seconds remaining in the Wolves penalty, it's 5-on-4 advantage. As Dyer, Coffin, Hamilton, and Norrit. As Haas out for this one. Picked up by the Breakers. Number 17, that's Hailstone. Dyer pushing her to the outside. Hailstone pinned to the boards, looking for some room. Gets a nice pick there from Pluta. Hailstone, cross for Connors. Connors has to chase that one into the boards. As Townsend in after it as well. Loose ball comes, picked up by Coffin. Coffin heading down, Van Bilzen's out. Coffin knocked to the floor, and the ball knocked out of the, as Haas has to come on it quickly. Haas, and yeah, we got a boarding call coming the other way now, I would imagine. As Haas hit from behind into the boards. And the Breakers head to the box at 10:21 remaining in the first period. 1-0, Wolves lead. As they're able to kill off their penalty. We'll see what the call is on this one. Roughing is the call. And 2 minutes on the clock. Penalty assessed to Hailstone. as Van Bilzen starts off the Wolves from center. Van Bilzen across to Hamilton, back up to Van Bilzen. Van Bilzen back to Hamilton. Hamilton has a look, back to Van Bilzen, up top. Van Bilzen back to him, but because it's number 6 as Wizen watched that too many times, was able to pick that off. Van Bilzen able to get it back. Van Bilzen in, looking to get Coffin, just too high for her. Van Bilzen gets the rebound off the boards, but that's knocked free. Loose ball, Duck trying to reach back for that. Loose ball picked up by the Wolves, 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Van Bilzen up top as the Wolves reset up the box. Van Bilzen has a look, running out of time, shot in, safe. And a loose ball rolling back down as Hamilton chases down the loose ball. Able to pick it up. Fresh 30 on the clock, Hamilton. Up top for Van Bilzen. Van Bilzen over for Chambers. Back to Van Bilzen. Hamilton sends in with the pick. Van Bilzen looking for that corner and just missed as a rebound. Picked up by Chambers. Chambers now puts back down low to the corner. Rasson trying for a cross crease as couldn't quite get it. Coffin. Coffin in with the shot. And that's a save there. And Duck comes up with a rebound. Duck trying to get out of the zone and fires it all the way down the floor. 36 seconds left in the power play as Martin comes out to retrieve the ball. Martin has a look down the floor, sends it up to Chambers as another crew comes out. We got Hovey, James, Dietrich, and Coffin. Cross for Hovey. Hovey has a look, fakes. Hovey looking for the channel. Shot! And it's saved by McDonald. Dietrich rolls off a hit. Dietrich in with the shot. Another save by McDonald. James looking for the right in front. As a ball pops up, Hovey comes up with it. As Breakers fighting for that ball. Dietrich to Coffin. Coffin in with the shot. And another great save, and McDonald holds on. And that will do it for the penalty. So 0-0 and 1-0 actually, sorry. Wolves leading as the Breakers are able to kill off that penalty. Hailstone right in front of Martin, gets a piece of that one. Loose ball picked up by Pluta. Pluta trying to get it across to Hailstone. Knocked aside by Coffin. Coffin chases down the loose ball now. Coffin pops out of her basket. McRae will pick that up. McRae right back down. Gets a shot from behind. And she hit, her knee hit the floor hard. And not much give to that cement as Trainer's out right away. And Hailstone heads back to the box for a cross-checking call. And the Wolves will go back on the power play. As you're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles, and brought to you by our streaming sponsors, McLeod, Lorway Insurance, coverage, care, commitment. Oh good, there's McRae getting up off the floor. And also sponsored by Next Level U Recruiting. Identify, evaluate, promote. As Mullen will start off the power play from center. Out there with Dyer, Hamilton, Dietrich, and Hovey. Mullen goes for a leisurely walk up to the top. And with a shot. That was a nice little fake there. A nicer save by McDonald. And that'll go the length of the floor as Martin will come out to play that. Martin plays it up to Hovey. Hovey now bringing it back in. Hovey in, looking to set up. Pass across for Mullen. Mullen over to Dyer. Dyer puts it across to Hovey. Hovey in with the shot. That's deflected. And number 3 comes back up to Mullen. Mullen over to James. James in with a fire, and that just goes wide. Dietrich has to play it off the boards, but went out of play. So Duck trying to come out. Dyer. Duck trying to get around Dyer. Dyer able to pop it on the back check, pops the ball free. It looks like Hannerhan bringing it, coming back up with it. Back up to Hamilton as the offense right back on again. 56 seconds left in the power play. 5-on-4 advantage for the Wolves as Hamilton has a look. Hamilton puts the shot in. His stick saved by McDonald. McDonald able to pop it up to Wizen. Wizen is Van Bilzen was right there And now Mullen right back in. Mullen has a look back up to Van Bilzen up top. Van Bilzen looking to come right down the center. Van Bilzen tries up and over and just over the crossbar. And now Hamilton, but there looks like a moving pick. And it'll be a Breakers ball with 6:08 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Wolves lead. And 24 seconds left in the Wolves power play here as the ball goes back into the crease. But that's an in and out. So it'll be a free ball Wolves. 17 seconds left in their power play. As Hamilton, the younger Hamilton, will come out. To Coffin. Coffin in with a shot. Saved by McDonald. And the Breakers send it down, and that should expire the power play. As loose ball comes up. Van Bilzen into the zone. Back to 5-on-5 as Hailstone onto the floor. Van Bilzen in with the shot. Scores! Van Bilzen able to find a lane up front and catches the inside of the right post and puts it in the back of the net to give the Wolves a 2-0 lead with 5:38 left in the first period. McDonald has been some busy. You'll have to check and see what the shots are during the intermission. But the Wolves up top here, and that's a very, very short bench on the Breakers here tonight. As there'll be something illegal there. Gave the Wolves the ball right off the face-off. Hamilton in with the shot, saved by McDonald. Hovey in, another save, and we got a crease violation. There'll be a Breaker ball as one of the Wolves touched the crease. Hailstone looking to start the Breakers off from their own side. Hovey trying to push her into the crease. Hailstone able to get out. Got that up to Pluta. Pluta dumps it into the zone. Wizen goes in for the Breakers after it, but Haas, Nora Haas right there. Defensive specialist comes up with the ball. Haas. Hannerhan comes in to help, but we got a moving pick and a free ball as Pluta will start the Breakers off in the offensive zone. Hannerhan keeping her to the outside. Passed over to Smith. Smith now having a look. Smith sees a lane. Smith in with the shot, saved by Martin. As Chambers rolls off a hit. Now Chambers hustling down the floor. Lexi Chambers, one of the seniors honored here tonight. Chambers in with a shot and is saved by McDonald. Wasn't falling for the fake. Harker. Up to Mullen. Mullen finds a lane, fires it in. Wolves have been doing a good job of creating lanes. Now we got Smith in behind, but the ball bounces up and out of play. So it should be Breakers' ball. As when Smith picks it up, passes it right across. As Thomas working against Hart along the boards. Then Hamilton comes up with it. Hamilton hustling into the zone. She got one to beat. Pops out of the basket. Hamilton picks it back up again. Passes across. Gets it to the elder Hamilton. Hamilton puts it back to the younger sister. In with the shot. That gets deflected wide. That comes back in the crease. Picked up by Smith. Smith slows it down, looking for an option to get out, and sends it down the floor. And that goes into the Wolves bench again. I think the coaches are starting to think they got something against them there. As that gets passed up to Hamilton. Hamilton cutting across, shot, saved by McDonald. Picked up in the crease by Smith. Smith for the Breakers, having a look down the floor as the Wolves put the defense out. All the way down the floor, Haas will pick that up from the corner. Haas plays that up to Hannerhan. Hannerhan up over center as the Wolves back into the offensive zone. 3 minutes left in the first period. And that's a crease violation by the Wolves. Free ball to the Breakers as Duck will start them off from their own side. Duck plays it up. I think James got a piece of that one as Wizen now takes it up over center. That's Rayfuse got a piece of that. Rayfuse giving Wizen all kinds of issues. Rayfuse not giving up on her. as Wizen now passes it down along the boards as Hailstone's trying to get in, and McRae puts the lumber to her. Hailstone able to come out. Hailstone up top, but she's on the wrong hand. Turns around to fire, and that's wide, and that should be it. As she's flattened out on the floor there, and didn't quite see that. That'll be a fun replay to watch later. As the Wolves coming back up, gets it up to Dyer. Dyer is and we got a moving pick. And Duck right away looking to get Smith in behind. Doesn't quite connect. The D able to recover. Smith slows it down, gets the offense on for the Breakers. As Pluta puts Van Bilzen up top. Duck being pressured by Hovey. Duck, nice move, looking around. Duck, look, I'm trying to come down. As Hart got in the way. Nice little stop by Martin. And Coffin coming back down the floor. Van Bilzen sets a little bit of a pick. Coffin. One-handed coming in. Coffin down to the corner, setting up the offense. Having a look, Coffin. But the cross coach for Dietrich. Dietrich pops out of her basket though. And coming right back is Pluta. And Dyer put a stop to that. Ball bounced free. Back up, bounce along the boards. Dietrich. As the loose ball is Duck in there fighting for it. Comes to Dyer. Dyer in across. Dyer. Shot! And that went up and out of play. And that's a free ball to the Breakers. As Smith will start them off. 1:28 remaining in the first period. As Smith sends it right down the floor. Pass Townsend. That's picked up by Chambers. Chambers coming back down the floor. Looking to catch Dietrich, but Smith jumped in the way there, and Smith coming back up with it. As Smith and Dietrich were hockey teammates a few months ago. Now they're competitors on the floor. As Hamilton puts Smith into the boards. Looks like we're going to have some ill feelings now. Wait until the playoffs start. As Chambers in. Chambers coming in. Up and over. Shot! Scores! In the final minute of the first period. Lexi Chambers goes on a run and able to get up and over into the corner. And that will extend the Wolves' lead to 3-0. As Wolves send the Breakers back to center. As it should be Hovey versus Townsend at the faceoff. We've got James, Dyer, Hamilton, and Hanrahan out there for this faceoff. Fighting for it, loose ball, still loose as they continue to fight. Comes out and Hanrahan. Nope, that's Hamilton anyways. Hamilton able to come up with it. Hamilton on the boards, rolls off a hit. Hamilton cuts the inside, cross shot, and Hamilton gets one in on the run. And call that about 25 seconds later, and the Wolves have now extended their lead 4-0 here in the first period. As the Breakers just want to get, they only got, what do they got there? 11 runners versus a full bench of Wolves. So I think they'll be looking forward to the break. They'd like to have one before that. As Smith into the faceoff. But usually it's Batchelder who's their faceoff person. She's not here tonight. As once again, it's a free ball to the Wolves. As Dietrich trying to slip through. Dietrich in with the shot. McDonald saves that. And Smith will pick that up. Smith just looking to kill off the time. Now Smith coming down the floor. She's got time to get down there. Smith up over center. Holds up. And Smith just looking to get back to the locker room and get her team a rest. As the final second goes. And so we got somebody's getting a penalty here. The ref just said it, didn't quite catch it. As the players head off the floor and ready to get to the locker room. As we'll start off the second period in about 10 minutes. Wolves leading 4-0 after one. We'll see you back here, everybody, in about 8-9 minutes. Until then, we'll see you then. Do what you need to do.
Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
We saw your video and loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
conclusion of the first period. We'll give the Breakers a 2-minute power play to start off the second, and they need it to get back into this game. 4-0. The Wolves lead, but they'll be starting off. The 5-on-4 advantage is for the Breakers. As Smith comes up to take the face-off. Here's the switched ends. Martin set up. And you're watching this on Atlantic Maritime. athletic profiles. And what a great job it is. And here we go, ready to start off the second period. Smith wins it, to the boards it goes. Hamilton fighting for that ball. Picked up by Pluta. Pluta rolls off a hit by Yetman. Pluta trying to cut in front, and that's a crease. Oh, looks like he was going to do it, but back up to Dyer. Dyer coming back down the floor, short-handed. Pass down, that was just out of the reach of Hovey. As Duck will pick that up off the boards, around in behind. Duck rolling down. Hovey lost a Dyer there. As Duck slows it down, setting up the offense. Minute 25 left in the Wolves penalty as Hart comes to join the defense. Pass to the outside. As Bourgeois plays it down to Smith. 5 seconds left. Smith with the shot. And Martin makes the save and holds tight as the ball goes into the equipment. She'll shake that out. And Hart heading to the box. Uh-oh. We got a too many men call. Bench minor. Another 2 minutes. So the Breakers will have a 5-on-3 advantage for a minute 06 or less as Bourgeois will start them off. Coming down, passes over to Pluta. Pluta down to the corner for Smith. Smith down low. Smith heading to the net. Shot in, steered away by Martin. As Hamilton looking to get out of the zone. Hamilton weaves, gets out and finds some room. Hamilton up over center. Hamilton looks around, get around Hailstone. Hailstone pushes her to the outside. Hamilton happy to kill the time. As Hamilton now, Wizen looks to take her to the boards. Hamilton plays it back up. As she killed almost the full 30, she pretty much did. Nicely done. Has 19 seconds left in the 5-on-3 advantage. As Bourgeois plays it over for Smith. Smith slows it down. Smith looking for the offense. 5-on-3 is the Wolves. In the box. Desmond taking a little run. Smith passes back to Desmond, doesn't connect. Now it's Coffin's back out. And the shot clock expires and a free ball to the Wolves as Van Bilzen will pick that up. Now Van Bilzen goes down the floor. Van Bilzen rolls off a check from Duck. Van Bilzen, that's a little bit high as rolls off another one. Gets it over to Hovey. Hovey plays it down low to Coffin. Coffin in with the shot. Off the post and back out again. Here it goes to the boards. Hovey reaching for it. Loose ball. Dietrich comes in, picks it up. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. It's Dietrich calmly wasting time as Desmond on her. Shot in. Save. Coffin picks it up. And that will do it for the penalty. As back to 5-on-5 as Hart rejoins the floor. And Dietrich up with the ball. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Dietrich puts it to Van Bilzen. Coming in. Van Bilzen in with the shot. Saved by McDonald. McDonald pops it up to the side as Duck looks to bring the Breakers out. Passes that up just in behind Thompson. That comes in on off the boards. Martin had to be sharp on that. As Hailstone able to knock that one down in half. Rayfuse looking to come on to the ball. Hailstone follows it right to the other side as it battles, but that's picked up by Hovey. Hovey around. Hovey fakes. Hovey in with the shot. And that's another save there as Rayfuse fighting for that loose ball. Rayfuse comes up with it. James sets the pick. Rayfuse now looking for a lane. Passes across as James takes a pop from behind. And down the floor is Smith right in behind. But the pass does not connect. And Mullen back to cover as Smith deep in the zone. Smith coming out from around behind the net. In with the shot, but she touched the crease, and that'll be a free ball to the Wolves. Under 16 minutes here in the second period. Wolves leading 4-0. As you're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Ball off the boards as Thomas fights it off. Comes to Rayfuse, in with the shot, saved by McDonald. Duck picks that up on the run. Duck coming down. Dyer steers her to the outside. Duck trying to get around Dyer. Dyer puts her in to the crease. That was a save by Martin. Dyer all the way down the floor trying to catch Hamilton. Hamilton picks it up. Hamilton passes back to the younger Hamilton. She gets pushed to the outside by Pluta. Back up to the elder Hamilton. In, shot, save, into the corner as Hamilton able to box her out, come up with a loose ball as Hailstone and Dyer having a nice little chat up around center as the rest of the team plays. That's off of Hamilton, loose ball. That comes back down the floor as they hustle after it. Hailstone picks it up behind the net. Hamilton, or Dyer, takes her to the boards. Wizen puts on a pick, but Dyer will not give up on chasing Hailstone. I think Hailstone now with it, and Chambers pops the ball free. Into the corner it goes as Wizen trying to get on that one. In behind the net. Just 1 second left as that's picked up, and Hanrahan comes out with it. Hanrahan coming down the floor. Passes it down to Dietrich. Dietrich cycles up top. Dietrich in with the shot. Oh, nice save by McDonald. She wasn't sure where that was, but she got the toe on it. Into Coffin. Coffin in with a shot. Another save by McDonald as Coffin goes into the corner after her own rebound. Comes up with it. Coffin back up top. Passes across low. Shot in. Van Bilzen. And Smith able to get out, but not all the way as Hovey picks it back up. Fresh 30 on the clock. Across to Mullen. Mullen. Van Bilzen coming in with the hard pick. And looks like we've got a moving pick on that one. I don't know. She says she set her feet, but the ref says otherwise. McRae, Yetman come on for the defense as Hailstone comes down the floor. That's a high one there by McRae. And I think she'll head to the box. And Hailstone is in some serious discomfort there from that one. As trainer comes out. That's tough when those sticks, if you go just a little high, it rides up the shoulder and right into the head, and that's not what we want to see. 13-10 remaining in the second period as they'll take this time to thank the Wolves. Would like to thank their sponsors, their game day sponsors, Steel Subaru. Our supporting sponsor is Guysborough Transfer, and our friend sponsor is Wingin' It Tantallon. Beer and wings would sound good today, I'd say. As we get set to go here, and you're watching this, of course, on this streaming by Maritime Athletic Profiles. And we'd like to thank our sponsors for making that possible, which is McLeod, Lorway Insurance, Coverage, Care, Commitment, and Next Level U Recruiting. Identify, evaluate, promote. As McRae got a 5-minute penalty for that. Hailstone left the floor on her own accord and is on the bench, but so she hasn't left the bench area, but she is not up against the boards, and a short bench for the Breakers just got a little bit shorter, and a key player at that is Hailstone was doing a great job through this game. So the Breakers will go on a 5-minute power play, down 4-0 to the Wolves. 13-10 remaining in the second period as Bourgeois will start them off from center. Pass that over to Pluta. Pluta, Sackville down to Smith. Smith has to gather that one up. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Smith, Breakers in motion. Smith puts it across to Duck. Duck back up top to Smith. Smith has a little look, running out of time. 5 seconds. Smith puts the shot in. That's high. Duck gets the rebound. Well, if that was a set play, it would be a pretty good one, as Duck was just looking to pick that up. And loose ball. Smith But right in there's Chambers. Lexi Chambers causing all kinds of issue. Honored earlier, her and Delaney Hart. Seniors is in their last year of the league. Wish them well. Hope they keep playing the game. It's fun to watch them here, as it has been all season. Duck looking for a lane. Over top, shot. That goes wide. And Pluta comes back up with it, puts it back up to Duck. Duck puts it back in. That's blocked. As 4 seconds left in the shot clock. And a long shot by Smith. And the shot clock expires, and picked up by Van Bilzen, heading down the floor. There's Van Bilzen hustling down. And Hamilton moving pick is trying to clear the road. So Wizen will start off the breakers from their own end. 3:36 left in the Wolves penalty. As Wizen heads down the floor for the breakers, she'll pass that off to Smith, who I feel like she's been out there the entire game. Picked up by Dyer. Dyer. That got picked off by Bourgeois as Hovey in on the back check, pops the ball free back over center. And that's picked up by Hart. Hart pushing her way in against Desmond. Now Grimes takes Hart to the boards, pops the ball free. Mullen coming right in after the ball. 5-on-4 advantage by the breakers, and Mullen passes across to Hovey. Hovey fakes. Hovey in with the shot. That goes wide. I think that got deflected as Grimes comes out of but knocked into the boards, pops the ball free as Bourgeois will now pick it up. Hovey finds another target. That gets passed across to Smith. Smith slows it down. 15 seconds left in the shot clock as Thomas and Paluta out. Head up to Duck. Duck has a look. Duck in with a shot. That gets blocked in front by Haas. Nora Haas right back down the floor as Paluta right back in on her. Haas runs into a wall. Ball pops free. Hanrahan right in after it as Paluta turns and fires that down. So somebody lost a shoe in the middle of the floor as poor Paluta has to get back to. I was wondering who lost that. Man, she was still running with one shoe. That shot goes up and over the crossbar, rolls back out. Picked up by Hanrahan. 12 seconds left in the shot clock to Dyer. Dyer comes in. Dyer with a shot and save, and McDonald has it in the gear. And goes for the whistle. 1:44 left in the Wolves penalty as it's a 5-on-4 advantage for the breakers. Coming back down the floor is Smith. Smith passes it up, goes deep into the corner as Haas will calmly pick that up off the boards. Haas passes that up just over the head of Hamilton, and back in comes Smith. 1:22 left in the power play as Smith puts it across, looking for somebody to come off the bench to it. And Hamilton, Van Bilzen almost gobbled that one up. Desmond will take it to the corner. Desmond passes back, but that's back up and over center as there'll be a free ball, and Van Bilzen just looking to get in there. Van Bilzen working against Duck. Duck doing a good job keeping her to the inside. Van Bilzen pops it up over to Mullen. Mullen gets it around. Mullen looking to come in. Mullen with the shot. And a save by McDonald. And Wizen fakes it up, but back check by Mullen. That was Grimes, actually. As Chambers rolls off a Duck check. Chambers cuts across the top. She's got one already tonight. As Hamilton will now slow it down. 30 seconds left in the penalty. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. As Hamilton rolls off. Hamilton in. Tight shot. And a save by McDonald. Loose ball. As that goes up. Smith in behind the D, but the ball rolls off the boards. As Smith, she gathers it up. But James is not giving her a second. As Smith fighting for that ball. And that's a timeout to the breakers at 8:12 remaining in the second period. 3 seconds left in the Wolves power play. As breakers coach wants to get a break for her players, gets some rest. 'cause their power play has been out there for a long time fighting, and they desperately need a goal. With 4-0, the Wolves lead here in the second period. As with the break, we'll see some of the replays. Great saves by McDonald as after the first period of play, the shots were Wolves 23, Breakers 4. I wonder what that is now. I'll have a check. But of course, you're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles, brought to you by the streaming sponsor, Wolves streaming sponsors, which are McLeod, Lorway Insurance. They say coverage, care, commitment, and streaming sponsor, Next Level U Recruiting. Identify, evaluate, promote is their slogan. I want to thank those sponsors for making it possible for Maritime Athletic Profiles to come out and do these games, and man, they are enjoyable to watch. As have to admit, I go in after and see how many times, and you see it hundreds of views. What a great sport this is. Pluta right in front. Pluta with a shot. And a save by Martin. Best chance of the night there for the Breakers so far, as the ball pops loose. As Wizen tries to pop it up, but Van Bilzen jumps in on that. Van Bilzen coming down in full speed. Bourgeois trying to pop here. Van Bilzen in. Shot. And nice save as McDonald popped up. Take away that. Van Bilzen was looking to pop it over the shoulder. Martin in with Dyer in with a hard shot and makes it through. Dyer with the laser between the wickets, and that puts the Wolves up 5-0 as the penalty expired. It was a 5-on-5 goal, and the Wolves send the Breakers back. A very tired Breaker crew, and it's still 7:40 remaining in the second period, as was it a very small bench for the Breakers here tonight. As Dyer comes up with the ball. Dyer coming in. Dyer in. Hard shot. Is saved by McDonald. And again, Dyer makes it in. As I don't know where she's finding it through. I'm going to have to watch the replay on these. As Maddie Dyer is outstripping the announcer here as she's scoring faster than he can announce them. With 7:32 right off the faceoff. Dyer coming in hard. And I think she just caught the inside of the post. But she's so quick on that stick, you have no idea where she's shooting it until she releases. And just like that, the Wolves are up 6-0 and back at center for face-off. Dyer versus Smith. Duck gets up for the Breakers. Hamilton keeps Duck to the outside. Duck looking to get around Hamilton. Puts that across to the corner for Wizen. Wizen right in for Pluta. Makes the save. Now Dietrich trying to get back out. Her pass goes off a Breaker. That is picked up by Hamilton now. Hamilton coming down. She's got Dyer with her. Hamilton has a free lane. Hamilton coming in. Shot and scores! Hamilton with all kinds of time. And poor McDonald. Not much she could do on that one. As Hamilton had the time to pick the corner, and she did. No mistake with 7 minutes remaining in the second period. Yeah, but 3 goals in a minute. A little over a minute. And all of a sudden, the Wolves just really extended their lead to 7-0. As Wolves ball. As Hamilton trying to shake off. Hamilton back up. Lays that over to Hanrahan. Hanrahan. Cross for James. James up top. Plays it down low for Hovey. Hovey in with the shot. And another goal as the Wolves run continues. The Breakers already using their timeout. I'm not sure how many they get in the period. I think they only get one per period. I think the goalie should be calling for a water break here pretty soon to get just to get a reset. As Hovey in, up and over, and catches the top corner to get it in the back of the net. And once again, here we are back at center. And man, the Wolves doubled the score in the last 2 minutes. It's now 8-0 as and Smith has kind of had it with these face-offs as she just looks to tackle. Hamilton in with an elbow on the reverse hit. Shot in. And then we got a Van Bilzen looking for the one-timer by the crease violation. And the Breakers will start Dietrich. Blind pressure, Duck looking to get out. Duck now heading down the floor. Van Bilzen angles her to the outside, handed off to Hamilton as Duck will slow the play down. Looking to come in. Pass down. I think there was Wizen, yeah. Coffin comes up with a loose ball. Coffin now hustling down the floor. You got Dietrich with her. Coffin cross to Dietrich. Dietrich. Oh, and just might be a hole in your basket there, Dell, as that popped back out. As Hamilton. But they're calling that interference, so it'll be a Breakers will start off from their own zone. Played up to Desmond. Yetman has her in her sights, and Desmond forced to run for cover on the other side and transitions over. Hovey trying to cut through. Hovey in behind. Hovey all alone. Shot. Nice save by McDonald. As Hovey was looking for 5-hole, McDonald took that away. Hovey now from the corner. Back up top. Hovey having a look. As Harker runs interference in front. Ball pops out as Mullen has to regather. Mullen passes across to Hovey. Hovey in with a shot. Save. As Bourgeois sends that down the floor. Martin out to collect that. As McRae. Martin. No, sends it. Airmails it all the way down. And Rayfuse goes into the corner. Rayfuse in behind the net. Picks up the loose ball. As Thompson hits her and puts that right in. And there should be a... How do I even explain that one? It was Thompson was fully interfering with Rayfuse, and Rayfuse had enough of it, and a slash. And as they always say, the retaliator will go to the box. As Rayfuse heads to the box for 2 minutes. I'd say the one thing is the Breakers are leading in this game is power play time. As once again, they're on the power play. As Bourgeois will start them off. Passes that down to Wizen. Down to the corner for Duck. Duck plays that across, looking to catch Smith. Doesn't connect. And loose ball as Pluta comes up with that. Bourgeois sets the pick. Pluta puts it down low for Duck. Duck in with a shot. That's using your head, Kayla. As Smith got dumped at the corner there, and she's coming up, not looking. She's heading to the bench. Off Duck's stick. Now picked up by Van Bilzen. Van Bilzen in behind the net. Van Bilzen sends it all the way down, looking to catch Hamilton, but just happy to get down the floor. Hamilton on the rebound, sends it in. That's stopped by McDonald. Played up to Duck. Duck now sends that up. That's picked off by Hamilton. Hamilton coming back down the floor. Rolls off a check. Hamilton rolls off Duck. Hamilton will slow up and set up the offense now. Hamilton back up top. Plays that over for Van Bilzen. Van Bilzen in for Dyer. Dyer rolls off a check. Dyer rolls in front. Shot! And McDonald makes the save. And it looks like the Breakers will be heading to the box. Is it? Oh, there we go. Too many men is the call. As looks like it'll be 4-on-4 for 36 seconds. as Dyer will start us off from center, 4-on-4, and then the Wolves will go on the power play unless something changes in the next 30 seconds. As Mullen slows that one down. Mullen looks to has a quick one right in front, doesn't hit the net, and Bourgeois comes up with the ball. Bourgeois will send that down the floor as still 14 seconds left in the 4-on-4 as Martin sends it up to Dyer. Dyer up over center. Dyer just waiting for. Now it's on the power play as Rafuse joins the crew. Dyer passes across to Hovey. Hovey in front for Mullen. That doesn't connect. As Mullen will pick that one up. 8 seconds left in the shot clock. Mullen has a lane shot. Save. Rebound. And the Breakers send that down the floor. 1 minute remaining in the power play as Martin will come out to play the ball. Martin will play it up to, no. A bounce and Duck picks that one off. Duck able to come in now. Duck up against, has Dyer flat foot. Duck in, shot! And nice save there. And it looks like we get a cross-checking goal. Coming to Dyer. She had to do it to keep the goal from being scored. And just like that, we're going back to 4-on-4 with 42 seconds. As Dyer heads to the box for the Wolves. And then after 42, Breakers will be back on the power play. As Mullen, Hamilton, Hovey, and Yetman are out to kill this one. Smith is up top. Smith over for Pluta. Pluta take it down low. Plays it back up to Smith. Smith very calmly as everybody else is in motion. Now Smith looks for a lane. That goes wide. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. That's picked up. Coming down the floor is Mullen. Mullen fires that. This doesn't quite connect with Hovey. Hovey's got to gather that one in. Ball comes over to the boards. Hovey bats it back into the Breakers zone. Breakers comes up with it. Dietrich puts a little love tap in as she was going in. Now we got Hovey back up with the ball. Hovey now passes over for Hamilton. Hamilton shakes off a check. Back up to Van Bills and everything slowed down as the Wolves on the penalty kill now. As Dietrich chases that one down. Final minute of the second period. As Smith picks that up. Smith heading back down the floor. Hamilton bumps her. Chambers right off the bench. Able to take away that pass. Chambers now plays that in for Dietrich. Dietrich coming across up top. Dietrich and behind the back and just misses. She's dying to get one of those. As that's out of play, and that'll be a free ball to the Breakers with 28 seconds remaining in this period. As McRae comes back onto the floor. Desmond trying to get away from McRae. McRae gives chase to the board. Desmond pops it towards the net. That's picked up by Martin. 15 seconds left as that's played down the floor. Duck will pick that one up though. Duck right back in, 7 seconds. Duck has time for one more shot. Duck trying to roll off a hit. Backhands it, that goes wide. And that will do it for the second period. So after 2 periods of play, the Wolves lead 8-2. And we'll have 2 seconds remaining on their power play when we start off the third. We'll be back in about 8 to 9 minutes. Until then, everybody, I want to thank you for watching Maritime Athletic Profiles, brought to you by McLeod Lorway Insurance and Next Level U Recruiting. Stick around, you'll see a nice advertisement as we watch the replays. I'll be back in about 7 minutes. Everybody, we'll see you then.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
We saw your video and loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
And here we are back here at the Sackville Arena. You're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles. Thanks to our streaming sponsors of McLeod, Lorway Insurance, and Next Level U Recruiting as we get set to go. So far, Wolves had 45 shots on the Breakers, where the Breakers have had only 11 on the Wolves. And looking back, it was a minute and 4 seconds the Breakers would like to have back, as that's all 4 goals from the second period were scored in that little amount of time. As otherwise the Breakers with a very short bench here, and here we go. Off, and that's the trap, and now we'll go the Wolves. As Hovey comes up with it, here we go. Third period, Hovey had a lane, it closed, up to Van Bilzen. Van Bilzen passes that back. As we're back to 5-on-5. Hovey, cross shot, and McDonald stands strong on that one. Hailstone back out playing after an injury. I'm glad to see she's back. Hamilton fakes, moves, and just goes wide. Back up top, picked up by Wizen now. Wizen heading down for the Breakers. As Chambers, though, puts the brakes on that, stops her dead before the line. Wizen has to give it back up over top. Hamilton, or Dyer coming back in. Dyer has a hat trick already tonight. Shakes off a duck, puts a low shot in. Man, she gets those sidearms away, and Donald had to be sharp on that as Gabby Smith sends it down the floor for the Breakers. Didn't see an option, had to send it all the way down before the 10 seconds expired. Haas gobbles that one up. Now Haas trying to come back in. Takes a high stick there from Connors. As Haas has to do the same thing, get out of the zone. As and Hamilton able to get over in time. Cross to Dietrich. Dietrich in a low shot. Off the post and back out again. And that's up and out of play. So Rayfuse passes down low to Hovey. Hovey cross over top. Shot off the crossbar and out. Hamilton puts it across. Dietrich had to take it low. Bounce to the corner. Dietrich in after it. Dietrich now trying to come out from the corner. Hamilton comes in with the pick. Dietrich. Bourgeois right in there. Dietrich backhand pass. Up to Hovey. Hovey, cross shot, and scores! Hovey around the screen, down the center, and in the back of the net at 18:11 left in the third period. The Wolves extend their lead, 9-0. As they head back, send the Breakers back to center for the faceoff. Dyer versus Smith at the faceoff. Dyer comes up with the ball. Dyer trying to shake off a check there. Dietrich picks up from the corner. Dietrich round in, shot, and that was in. Nicely done, Dietrich. Powers one in. And that rolling ball gets over that line, and that breaks it to a double-digit lead here with a whole just under 18 minutes remaining. The Wolves go up 10-0 as Hovey sets for the faceoff. battling for the ball. Hamilton. Duck comes up with it. Over to Connors. Connors sends that down the floor. As Smith, now Hamilton comes up with it. Hamilton coming in for the Wolves. She's got Hovey down. I guess I'm supposed to be saying Hovey, sorry. As along the boards, Hailstone runs that one down. Hanrahan keeps her against the boards. Loose ball picked up now. As Rayfuse brings that back down the floor. Rayfuse has a look. Rayfuse toes the outside. Lots of time on the clock. 20 seconds. Rayfuse back up top. Shot! And that gets blocked. Ball bounces back. Picked up by Hamilton. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Hamilton slows the play down, but not much time as James looks to make a lane. Hamilton puts that shot in. That gets deflected to the outside. As Hovey has to get that shot. That goes wide too. And it'll be a breaker ball. As Duck will start off the breakers from their own zone. 10-0, Wolves lead as you're watching this on the Maritime Athletic Profiles. Duck. Hart pushes her to the outside. Left off for Haas to keep her to the outside. Haas causing Duck all kinds of issues. Duck takes it down to the corner. 10 seconds remaining. Duck up to Bourgeois. Takes a bump from Hart. As Hart putting the lumber on anybody near her. Bouncing ball, Bluta. Smith puts the shot in, gets the shot away. Resets the clock. Smith right in. Smith held up there by Yetman. Back in. Smith. Shot. That goes wide. Wow, Smith close to having a chance there. As that gets popped out from Connors. And Yetman puts Smith to the ground. And I think Smith needs some water after that. And she's been working hard all game here. As up to Hanrahan. Hanrahan. Going to the outside. Hanrahan sees it. Shot! Saved by McDonald. Bouncing ball. McDonald able to flatten that one. As Wizen picks it up in the crease. Wizen sends it down the floor. As I think the breakers have had enough. And they need a breather. Martin pops that up to Hamilton. Hamilton coming right back down the floor. Having a look. Hamilton passes it over to Mullen. That's Rosson. Rosson's shot doesn't make it through. Pop back up. Rayfuse. There's Chambers. Ball bounces into the crease, picked up by McDonald. McDonald gets Wizen to pick it up, and she'll send that one down the length of the floor. As Martin will pick that up. Martin has a look. Martin air miles it right down, cutting out the middleman over to Harker. Harker comes up top. Harker puts the shot in, saved by McDonald. Right in there's Hamilton, as she pops it up and over. Shot by Harker. The rebound snagged by Hamilton, the younger then, and up and over. And I think that's 5 points for Abby tonight, if I have that correct. Let me have a look and just make sure I got that right. As it's now 11-0. And no, I was wrong. That's 6 points, 3 goals, and 3 assists night for the rookie, Abby Hamilton. Nice done. And battle for the ball. Picked up by Hamilton. Hamilton not done yet. Hamilton coming in. She got James on the side. James shot. A nice save as McDonald was able to come across and get that away. Here comes Duck. She'll send that one the rest of the way down the floor, and that's going to be a long 15 minutes if that's what we're playing for the rest of this game. But that's got to be a tired bench as Haas puts it up. Chambers cross for Coffin. Coffin looking to come in. Coffin in with a shot. That gets deflected and up out of play. That's the Wolves' ball as Chambers will start them off. Chambers. Coffin on the doorstep. Coffin plays it back up to Hovey. Hovey has a look. Hovey with the shot. I think she's looking for a hat trick as well. Javi again, picks it back up. 18 seconds left in the shot clock. Javi down to the corner for James. James rolls off. James up top, under 10. As Coffin has to go to the boards for that one. Hailstone runs interference. As Hailstone just waiting for the clock to run out so she can get that ball and not be accosted. But looks like we got a slashing call coming. I think it's to the Breakers. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But somebody's going on the power play at 13:21 left in this third period. Final regular season game as a slashing call, and Miss Dyer will head to the box for the Wolves. So the Breakers once again will go on the power play here, looking to break the goose egg as we got McCray, Javi, Hamilton, and Yetman out on the penalty kill. Pluta for the Breakers, looking to get around. Bourgeois puts a bit of the pick. Smith slows it down. Smith looking for an angle in. Doesn't find one. Plays it back out to Pluta. Pluta. 5 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Pluta puts the shot in. That bounces up and over the net. But Bourgeois right in front. A nice save as Martin. And we got Wolf touched the crease, so it'll be a free ball to the Breakers as Javi versus Duck. Duck comes up the boards. Javi puts her into it, but Duck slips free. Duck across the top, shot, and gets it in. Duck up and over and catches just under the crossbar. And the Breakers get a shorthanded goal, power play goal. Well, I believe that's Miss Maggie Duck. Yep. And the Breakers find a little bit of life here with 12:37 remaining in the third period, where it's now 11-1 is the score. The Wolves leading as Smith versus Dyer at center again. Duck picks that up. Duck looking to come down the boards again. Hamilton keeps her to the outside. Duck slows it down. Back up top. Bourgeois puts a bit of a check. Hailstone picks up. Hailstone. That gets popped free by Hamilton. Bourgeois looks to take Hamilton though. Number 3 and Van Bilsen. Now winds up on top of Bourgeois, and I think it's a moving pick. They're calling or interference as Smith will now come over center and start off the offense. Thompson sets a pick. Dietrich keeps Smith to the outside. Smith now looking for a way in. Smith passes across to Hailstone, doesn't connect. Loose ball as Smith tries to pick that up. Van Bilsen sends her to the floor. And Van Bilsen picks up that loose ball, and right back down the floor is Van Bilsen. Van Bilsen in all alone. Van Bilsen in, shot, saved by McDonald. And that was through the crease, Van Bilsen, when she touched the ball, so it'll be a free ball to the Breakers as Duck will start them off from their own corner. As ball's rolling, so Dyer right in, Duck right away down the length of the floor to the corner as Hart looks to pick it up, but Pluta gets it. Pluta heads around behind the net as Hart looks to cut her off. Pluta cycles out again. Coffin after her now as Desmond comes in for the pass, doesn't connect. Back to the corner is Pluta. Pluta, 5 seconds remaining. Shot, that's deflected. And Coffin picks that up from behind the net. Wolves coming back down the floor. Plays that up to Hamilton. Hamilton up over center. Mullen and Harker join the party as Hamilton lays it off to Harker. Harker cross for Mullen. Mullen in with a shot. Another save. 2 saves by McDonald there as Mullen back in. Has Dyer taken to the floor. Shot. Oh. That bounced off the post behind the goalie and out. As Dyer brought off the floor. Rossa on, shot by Mullen. That went wide and up and out of play. So that'll be a breaker ball. As Smith will start them off. Harker right in after. That's down. She was looking to catch Hailstone. Picked up by Hanrahan. Hanrahan coming right back down the floor now. Coming up over. Rosson back on the floor. Gets it across to Harker. Harker slows it down. Waits for the offense. Rayfuse in to join. Here we go. Back up top to Rosson. Rosson cycles down to the corner for Hanrahan. Hanrahan puts the shot in. And McDonald makes the save. Leaves it for Bourgeois. Bourgeois trying to get away from Mullen as that gets sent down the floor. Ball bounces all the way down. Martin will scoop that one up. Now Martin plays it down the floor for Harker. Harker up over center. Harker back into the offensive zone. 9:30 remaining in the third period. 11-1. Wolves lead as Rosson looking for that ball. And that's a interference, so it'll be a free ball. And a timeout called by the Breakers. So they look to have a water break here at the halfway point, just past the halfway point of the third period. You're watching Maritime Athletic Profiles. And we couldn't bring this to you without the help of great sponsors, our streaming sponsors of Next Level U Recruiting. Their words are identify, evaluate, promote, and McLeod Lorway Insurance. Their words are coverage, care, commitment. Thanks to sponsors like these, Maritime Athletic Profiles can bring you this streaming service as they've streamed every home game of the regular season. Hope to have them back. Please, guys, come back for the playoffs starting here next week. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling it's July 5th is game 1 versus these two teams. But I do believe Batchilder will be back in the lineup for the Breakers. The league leading scorers got 50-some points in the regular season, so a good team, but it's tough when you've got one player that's your backbone that's not here. That's passed up. Breakers. That's Grimes coming over center. Comes back in over, so it'll be a free ball to the wall by Hovey. Will start us off. Hovey, she's got Van Bilzen in down low. In comes James Dietrich. And Mullen. James with the ball. James passes across for Dietrich. Dietrich comes across the slot. Dietrich has one tonight already, looking for another one. Over to James. James fires. Saved by McDonald. Played up off the boards is Hovey. Hovey to Dietrich. Dietrich can't find a lane. Puts the shot in. That's a save. As a rebound comes through. Van Bilzen knocks that loose. Van Bilzen to the boards. Takes a shove there. No interference. Here we go. James slows it back down. 26 seconds left on the shot clock. Lots of time. James looks for the back door from Van Bilzen. Just doesn't connect. Hovey gets the rebound off the boards. Hovey now. Hovey with the low shot. Just wide. Dietrich got a piece of that. Looking to keep it in. That's good. Van Bilzen comes up with it. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Van Bilzen in with the long shot. That goes wide. And the rebound picked up by Duck. I swear, I think these players have been on the floor all night for the Breakers. Not a lot of subs on that bench. Man, these athletes are in good shape as Coffin slows it all down. Coffin. Hovey comes in, sets the pick. Coffin finds the lane. Coffin going right to the net. Pushes off, though, and that'll be a free ball to the Breakers as Bourgeois will start them off from their own zone. Coffin right in on her. Finishing that check. Pluta in. Pluta shot. And just went wide as Hovey got that way. Hovey gets some help with some picks, and up the floor it goes. Coffin knocks that one down. Coffin holding up. Coffin trying to shake it. Being checked by Bourgeois. kept to the outside. Coffin hands it off to Hamilton, heads to the bench for a rest. Up to younger Hamilton, elder Hamilton. Puts that shot in, that goes wide. 4 seconds left in the shot clock as the Wolves head back to defense. And the Breakers just send it out. Picked up by Dyer at center. 6:52 remaining as Dyer plays it up to Hamilton. Hamilton behind the back, nice behind the back pass. As it looks like we got a moving pick. As the Hamilton sisters were trying to connect for a give and go. Bourgeois puts that up. That gets knocked down by Hanrahan. Hanrahan back up to Hamilton. Hamilton in with the shot. Oh, what a save by McDonald. I thought that was going in the low corner. Good job by the elder Hamilton. Knocked that pass down. Hamilton gets a pick from the younger sister. Plays it over to the side for Rosson. Rosson coming out from the corner. Hamilton on the doorstep calling for the pass up to the other Hamilton. Oh boy, God. Hamilton rolls off a check. Hamilton in tight shot. And a save by McDonald. And it looks like we got a call in behind the plane. Penalty call as Duck heading to the bench. And we'll see what holding the stick looks to be the call. And was it we saw a few players from the Breakers have been tasked with keeping an eye on Dyer the entire night, and hard to do that and not get a penalty as Wolves on the power play. Hamilton to Dyer. Dyer down low for Dietrich. Dietrich has a look back up to Dyer. Dyer in motion. Dyer with a shot. That just got knocked down, didn't make it through. Dietrich picks it up, 10 seconds left as Dyer has a look. Hamilton, 5 seconds, over to Dyer. Dyer's got to get a shot on goal. Dyer, shot, goes wide. And that'll be a free ball, Hailstone for the Breakers. Looking to get out as the Breakers send it down the length of the floor. 5:30 remaining in the third period as Martin will pick that up. Martin loving the long ball, sends it all the way down, but that goes up and out of play. And the Breakers will start off from their own zone. Smith having a look. Dyer challenges her. And that one went up and out of play. Back to the Wolves. Harvey comes up with it. Harvey passes it across for Dyer. Dyer has a look. Looking to catch James coming across top of the crease. That got deflected. Harvey turns and fires. In for Dietrich. Ball bounces around. Comes back out the back as Pluta gets it in her own crease, but that pops out of the basket as she's trying to toss it down. Dietrich comes up with it. Dietrich rolls off a check from Smith. Hamilton now with the fancy back to pass behind the back. Fooled everybody. James comes across up top. James with a shot. Save as Dyer comes up with the ball. Dyer plays it back up top to Hamilton. Hamilton over to Harvey. Harvey in with a shot. Comes back to Hamilton. Hamilton to Dyer. Dyer looking for the back door to James. James, the door closes. Dietrich getting hit on the wrists there. Dietrich trying to off that one. Hamilton in with the shot. Gets the save. And a reset on the clock as Dyer puts it right back up to Hamilton. Hamilton hires in again. Hamilton looking to add to that 6 minutes, but in behind is Duck, fresh out of the box. Duck coming in. Hamilton trying to chase down. Duck shot! Saved by Martin. Nicely done, Kayla, as she got the shoulder up into that one. Duck back up with the ball. Duck to the boards. Trying to shake off as Harvey will not let her go. Duck now. Dyer in with a bump. Smith looking for a lane. Smith trying to get in. Dietrich, nice little check there. Pops the ball free, and Martin will gobble that one up and send it right back down the floor as Dyer will pick that up, coming right in. Dyer, James. Mullen and Rossall come to join the party. Dyer trying to weave and get through. Pass over just above James as Dyer heads for the rest. Well deserved as James has a look. James cycles up top. James has a lane, passes across for Rossall, but that goes off the boards back into the fray. But Mullen gets the shot away, resets the clock, but McDonald holds it into the crease. And the Breakers send it up, but Van Bilzen able to catch that at center. Mullen fakes the shot, backs off. Lots of time on the clock. Hamilton back up to Mullen. Mullen fires that. That bounces off a player, goes to the boards. Mullen again off the boards. 15 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Van Bilzen puts the shot in. Van Bilzen catches the corner. Van Bilzen at the top of this snipes one right into the corner over the right shoulder. Right elbow, I should say. And just like that, the Wolves send them back to center again. And the score is now 12-1. Wolves leading over the Breakers. As you're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles, which is brought to you by our streaming sponsors, Next Level U Recruiting and McLeod Lorway Insurance. Aren't you glad you just have to hear me say that, not sit through commercials? Hanrahan coming in to the far side, chased to the boards by Duck. Chambers gets a little lick as she goes in there. Here we go, Hamilton up top. Hamilton fires it down low to James. In motion, James back up top looking for a lane. Breakers close off the lane. Plays it back down to Javi. Javi looking to get it. Javi fakes in. Shot. Save there by McDonald as Hailstone rolls the ball in behind. Hamilton fights Hailstone, comes up with it. Hailstone for the Breakers. Trying to get out. Chambers pops the ball free as Hailstone has to run back down on it. Bounces over, but I believe they're over the 10 seconds in the zone. As Wolves back in the zone. Passed up top to Hamilton. Hamilton over. In with a shot. That goes wide. There's 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Hanrahan in with a shot. Gets the save, resets the clock. McDonald has enough of that and fires it all the way down the floor. As the goalies play a little tennis here, is Martin will pick up the loose ball in the corner. Smith coming right in though. As Martin plays it high and out of play. That bounces over Javi. As Smith gets dumped in behind the play, and Chambers heads to the box. As Chambers, come on now. I know Gabby's been a thorn in your side all night, but a hit from behind, you're going to go to the box for that one. As, but then again, Chambers and was it a senior player here, and her last year in the league, you got to get your licks in while you can. As we're into the final minute here of the game, 12-1, Wolves lead. As Duck starts off the Breakers. Over for Hailstone. Hailstone, as a roughing was the call. Her shot goes wide and picked up by Javi on the rebound off the boards. Javi coming in. Javi knocked to the ground by Duck. And Duck puts the extra lick in. And Hart, our other senior, coming in to protect her teammate. As and she said, so on this night where we honored our seniors, Chambers and Hart, you can see them now. They're right in the box together. As these two players have been teammates for years, and I know they don't mind hanging out with each other, but let's not put it in the box, all right? Here we go. 40 seconds remaining in the game. As Duck again walks in, 5-on-3 advantage. As the Breakers would love to pot another one. As set the tone. As the playoffs start, as Haas puts that up. Duck gets that back down. Duck in with a shot. High, and that's just over the crossbar. And back down the floor it goes. In the back over top. We got 18, just under 18 seconds remaining in the game. As McDonald will play it over, it'll be Wolves ball. As there's only 3 Wolves out there, they got pick. Shouldn't be too hard to pick who gets the ball. As interesting though, Javi on the far side. As the Wolves just looking to kill off this time. Nope, Hamilton was going in. Wolves are setting. Wolves are setting the tone for the playoffs. These two teams, best of 5 playoffs starts next week, and the Wolves win this one. High scoring game, 12-1. Let's pad your regular season stats. But the Breakers, minus Batchilder, will be looking for revenge as the playoffs will start next week. The 5th. It'll be the first game back here in Sackville. As I want to thank you all. Thank you for your support of minor sport and junior sport, and thank you especially for your support of female lacrosse as we look to grow the Crusaders game in the province and throughout the Maritimes. And it's games like this and sportsmanship like this is what makes it happen. Thank you to Maritime Athletic Profiles for all the work you do in this production, bringing us the streaming service. And thank you everyone again. I hope you had as much fun watching this as I had talking about it. And until next time, it'll be playoff when I see you next time. We'll see you then, everybody. Have a great night. Until then, goodbye.
Morning, Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
We saw your video and loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.